Hey everybody, this here's Big Will, and I am in the other room. Got me a nice new chair. Oh man, you can see more of my fatness, but oh, it's much more comfy than where I was. This is nice. So, just give you a heads up, this stream will probably be a little long, and there probably won't be that many people watching because I'm just going to be doing some stuff here in I guess this would be my comic room. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do. So if anyone wants to pop in, pop out, that'd be fine. I'll occasionally put the link in the chat there if anyone wants to hop in. But yeah, I've got some long boxes to put together. I've got some CGC books to show off, as well as a bunch of stuff that's been coming in that I want to show off. And yeah, so let me put the link in the chat and let's do this. Oh, hey, who dat? Yes, you have. So I guess first thing we'll do is talk about these long boxes, man. These are gray, and I got gray because I want black. I would prefer black, but they didn't have any for sale. So I don't know if they were out of stock or if they no longer sell black, but I also don't want white. So I thought, well, they got gray, I'll get gray. So these are gray long boxes, and you probably can't tell, but you still probably couldn't tell with that, but these are plastic. These are from Max Pro Supply, and they are plastic long boxes. Now, yes, I'm an advocate for the short box, but, you know, with my setup here, I have tables, and I'm going to be getting another table or two and putting them down there. So, yeah, I can handle long boxes because I don't plan on moving these, you know. So, instead of doing short boxes, I'm doing long boxes. And I will never do the cardboard long box again. I'm never doing that again. And the reason why is, have you seen an old long box or short box that's cardboard before? Those things look nasty. I mean, for real, they are nasty as crap. And, you know, you get silverfish and other things that can be in there, bugs. So, yeah, I am plastic all the way. And, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, I'm obviously away from the computer, so I can't highlight you. But I do see Tricky Trapsters in the chat. What's going on? Anyway, and these are relatively simple to put together. A bit annoying, but it just folds up. And as long as the seams aren't broken, you can actually ship these flat by unfolding them. Obviously, if they're full of comics, you can't do that. But so that's good to know. I would assume you can with a cardboard one, but I've never even thought about that. But the main thing is this is corrugated plastic. So it's very strong, very equivalent to your regular long box, but it's plastic, so it's not going to degrade like plastic will. And it even has these handles. I love these handles that you put in. They actually help hold the box together, and this is so much nicer than worrying about cutting yourself on the sharp plastic or getting a paper cut with the old cardboard ones. So yeah, I really like these little handles here. The only question is, did they put in the right amount? I was lucky the last time I got some of these and they put in the right amount. But I believe it was John's Comics with Kids bought some, and they accidentally, oh, that one's broke. And they accidentally shorted him like one or two or something. So hopefully they won't short me. But I don't actually need all of these long boxes at the moment. So if I wind up with just one short box with only has one of these things, well, I can just not put that one long box together then, and that'll solve that problem. And here in a little bit, I will start showing off some books. Let's see, Tricky Trapster has got a question, and as soon as I can roll over, let's see. How much are these, Will? Well, if you go to one of Bueller's, Comics with Bueller's video, and click his link, you'll be able to put in his name for a discount, and you'll get an extra 10% off. But without that discount, I bought these, and it probably had something to do with the fact that I bought 12, but I was able to get them for like $4.75. So not even $5 a pop on these things. And that is an excellent price. I don't care who you are. That's a great price, especially for a long box. So yeah, these actually, these are great as far as the cost and the benefit. Good night. The benefit's amazing. So yeah, it's well worth the cost. And I would assume that the short box would be relatively just as cheap. But I didn't order short boxes, so I don't know 100%, but probably. But even if they're, 1.5 times the price, that's still what? 4, 5, that's like $7. That's still a great price. And yeah, see, that's just takes a little bit of finagling, and then you have your long box done. And they all have lids. And the lids are super simple to put together. It's just a matter of folding. Oh, didn't quite get that. All right. And there we go. One lid done. Although I can see this one's not quite catching where it needs to right here. That is okay. I don't mind having to use a little ingenuity on the lid. We'll just add a little bit of blue tape here, and we will solve that problem. Tricky Trapster says it's a great price. I agree. So yeah, I'm not breaking the bank or anything over here. And this little bit of tape should solve this small problem right here. I can get the tape to slide in. And there we go. Tape is slid in. Huzzah. Done. Quick fix. So now we just put that right here. And there we go. One long box with its lid. Done. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 of 12 that I've put together. Right now I'm just putting them in the floor. Here in a few minutes, I'm going to be rearranging some stuff. Now, okay, I'm going to have to highlight that so I can read it. Tricky Trapster says, out of the collection you bought, have you found anything that you plan on keeping in your personal collection? No, I have not. And I don't plan to, because most of the stuff that I want is popular. Like Wolverine, or it's really super expensive, like, the Police Comics #1 or something like that. Okay. Put this one together. But yeah, man, I am so glad I saw John ordering and messing with these things, because that, man, plastic. Plastic is bad and evil for certain things, but other things like this, man, that's what this stuff was made for. It is just about unbeatable. Okay, that's one down. Now to put on its handles. Oh, and I saw on the website, apparently, John didn't know whether to put them this way or this way. But according to pictures on the website, they all go in this way. So that's how I'm putting all of them. I'm just assuming that's right. They didn't ship these with instructions of any kind. And you really don't need instructions. It's pretty self-explanatory. All right, that's one handle in. Now we put in the other handle. After I get this handle in, I think I'll show what I got from CGC. Because it's very nice. Well, I'll take that back. What I managed to get back was very nice. Still have. And this is the hardest part right here, putting these things in. But once you do it, you're good to go. There we go. And that's that one. So now let me put on another lid, and then I'll get to showing off the CGC books. And again, if you scroll up just a little bit, the link to this stream is in the chat, and if I know you, then you're interested, I will gladly. Oh, would you look at that? It's split. Huh. Well, let me see if I can use some tape on that and fix it. Seems to be good for the one side. Well, let's see if we can't make some magic happen. Okay, let's see here. All right. That little bit of tape ought to do it for that lid. And I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the lids, to be honest with you. Okay, there's that one. All right, so now I'll stop fooling with these and show you what I got from CGC. Oh, shoot, no wonder that didn't go in there. There's a bar in the way. All righty then, I'll just set it right there for now. Now let's look at these CGC books. They're over here. I haven't put them all yet. I always put my CGC books when I get them in a Mylar CGC thing that's resealable. So I haven't done that yet. So please forgive the nasty looking bags, but I only managed to put one in the Mylar. But I got 10 books to show you. First one, Web of Spider-Man #1, 9.8, baby. Oh yeah. That one I like. I like that one pretty good there. Next book up is kind of a weird one to get slabbed, but it's Wolverine 22 in a 9.8. Next book. Need a place to sit this. Huh. Who knew? I made myself a second table with those. Next book up is the Detective Comics 38 facsimile. Now this one I didn't think I'd get in a 9.8, but apparently it is. But obviously it's a facsimile. I don't have the actual 38. Boy, that would be nice if I did. All right, next book up is I don't even know if this thing has any value, to be honest, but I got one in a 9.8. Savage Dragon versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, #2. TMNT #2. Maybe there's a Turtles fan out there that wants this in a 9.8. I don't know. I'll find out someday. Next book up is, now this one. These came out of like a pre-screen 9.8. So this is actually a mistake, but it's valuable enough, even though they made a mistake, that I'm going to keep it. And the mistake is it's a 9.6 Spawn #1. So the mistake is they sent a 9.6 in with a pre-screen. All right, next book up in a 9.8 is Spawn #9. Spawn #9. First Angela and first medieval Spawn. And I think I got a medieval Spawn in one of these long boxes from the collection of the #1. So that would be kind of cool to pair with the Spawn 9 is the medieval Spawn #1, since that's his first appearance. All right, next book. If I can grab it. Okay, this one's maybe cool, maybe not cool. You know, it sort of depends. What it is Savage Dragon #2 of the limited series, but it's a newsstand. So I don't know what. There's one sale for a newsstand that I know of, and when there's only one sale, you don't know if that one guy got a deal, overpaid, or if that's the price. But he paid like $160 for this thing. I don't know if it's actually worth it because it's a newsstand, but I'll look into it and find out. And let's see here. Next book up. Grab it. There we go. Okay, this one was hot for a minute, and now it's kind of not. But I got one in a 9.8. Batman 92, the Art Germ cover. And one of my more favorite books out of all these, Wolverine #10 and a 9.8. I like this one. Now, there is one that I'm keeping in the PC, and I'll show you that one. Obviously, that means all the rest of them will be sold at some point. But this one I'm keeping. This is Savage Dragon versus Savage Megaton Man #1 in a 9.8. Hilarious. I like it. And it has a funny ad on the back. image gets stupid. So that is what I had from CGC. Now what I'm going to do is maneuver some of these long boxes over here. And then after that, I will show you guys some of the stuff I got in the mail. I kind of been piling them up so I could show it all off at once. Let me put all these slabs back in their box over here. Yes, I have a slab box, and yes, it is the plastic, corrugated plastic ones. I just think that's the best thing for them, honestly. I know some people just stack them up like this in big piles, but I just can't do it. I don't like that idea, and so I put them in a box, you know, upright, standing upright, and that's how I do mine. To each his own, though. There's no correct way, really. I mean, all right. So now we got to deal with these. All right, how am I going to do this? This is the lid for the slab box. These are some books that need bagging and boarding. You know, I don't have bag and boards yet, so I'm just going to throw these in here. And this is a box I'll use for something later, but for now, I'll just shove it on there. Okay, so this, actually you can't really see that, can you? No, you can't. But it's a long box that's black and it's filled with books. So the next thing, or the thing that is next to it, is a regular long box made out of cardboard that is full of books I have yet to go through in my the 2800 collection. So actually, before I do that, let me see. Do I want to just throw them in the floor? No, I'll use this over here. This is the box all the long boxes came in. Okay. All right, this was left by my former roommate, so I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use it to put all these long boxes on. All right. Long box number one. Woo. Hey, Two Gun Pedro. Pew pew to you too, buddy. Let's see here. Woo. Now, I don't plan on having to move long boxes very often, so yeah, I'm okay with them being really heavy. Because I don't plan on moving them a whole lot. So I got 2 more on the table, and then we'll replace those 3 that I take off with, I got 1 over there, and there are a few others. But I'll also grab 1 of these from underneath that we just got through putting together. And yeah, these I haven't even got to go through yet. Now, as you can see, they were bought from like a store. Because there's like little comics for sale. Stickers. Well, I don't know if you can actually see that or not. But it's just a little sticker some dude made with Sharpie on it. It says comics 2 for $1. So, yeah. That's what they were trying to sell them for, at least. All right, the last one. You know, the sad part is I haven't gone through all these yet, but I got these 3 plus like another 7 boxes, man. It's a little insane. I see you wrote something else there too, good. Let me roll up here and I'll actually read it. All right. Woo! How many more long boxes do you have to go through? Well, technically, I have to go through them all again. But as far as the initial flip through, 4 more long boxes. As far as my initial flip through. And then I got to go through everything that's bagged and boarded and the few that's not, and put everything in order. First, I need to break it down by publisher. And then I need to break it down by title. And then I need to see, is there anything worth, around $20 or more? If there's not, then I just let it be. If there is, I need to take it out and put it in a special long box for, bigger money, but books that you want to sell by themselves, like not together or anything. Hope that answers your question. Alrighty. So let me drop the link here in the chat one more time in case anyone wants to jump in, hang out for no actual apparent reason. I know there's plenty more stuff on YouTube right now that is probably better than this entertainment I'm putting on for you. But, if you're bored or want to do something else, hey, I'm here. I'm going to go behind the camera to get a long box that I got to move over here. I shall return. Rolling, 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 rolling. Whew. I'm too fat for this. I can tell you that right now. Okay. We have our long box. And it's oh so sexy in black. And as you can see, this is a for sale box because of all the dollar signs on it. So I had it here in this chair. So now we move it over here. All right. Now that's one long box taken care of. Okay. Whew. So how about I'm going to take a little breather there. I'm a fat man. That takes a lot out of you. You actually move. Let's see. Infinity Comics. We're in the end game. Hello, how are you doing? Glitter and duct cape. That's a lot. You're telling me, sister. Yes, it is. Now, I also, if you know by the title, I had some CGC stuff to unbox. I just went through that. Also had a mail call. I'm about to go through that as a breather here. And I'll show you what I got in the mail recently. After I finish off this Nestle Pure Life purified drinking water enhanced with minerals for taste. I am not sponsored. Although when you think about it, I don't think anyone was worried about me sponsoring water, as you can see. Anyway, here's some cool books that I picked up recently. We have, let me just maneuver this whole thing over here. We have first book up, Pt.5. Ooh, so pretty. That's the first book. Next book up, we have Black Panther #2. First appearance of Shuri. Also picked up ASM 300 in a newsstand. That one's very nice looking too. Also picked up New Teen Titans 2, First Deathstroke. K. Titus has arrived. We also have Omega Men #3, first appearance of Lobo. And next book, we got The Mighty Thor, 338, newsstand. Also got 339. And it is not newsstand. We also have, oh, that's cardboard. We also have Akira #2, extremely high grade. And the final book that I have here is Akira #1, high grade. Now, I actually was supposed to have another book or two to open today, but the post office apparently couldn't deliver to me, which makes no sense. But anyway, I got to pick it up tomorrow at the post office. So I'm going to have a trip to the post office. Yay me for picking that up. So then I have a few more books to show. But anyway, all these were bought with the intention to sell. The only question is when and for how much. So some of them will be quick, some of them will be slow. But, you know, they'll eventually get sold. Oh, let's see. There's actually, whoa, there's 5 of you in here. Wow. See, we got Two Gun was in here. I don't know if I highlighted him. We got Jack B, K. Titus, and Glitter and Duct. Chat jumped on. And Glitter and Duct Tape. Most likely, yeah. Some books you don't even have to ask, you know. Whew. All right, so let's see. What should I do first? I know what I'm going to do. I am going to, I'll put together a long box, and I'm going to put it over here. And what it'll be is, okay, you know how I'm selling stuff now, and I'll be able to make someone a box? Well, here's my thinking. Let me walk you through this. Give me some feedback. You know, tell me what you think. But I'm thinking I do my auction, you know, on my channel, the ones I do, one every month that I can. Maybe take 1 to 2 months off here and there. But basically one a month around the end of the month. And then all throughout the month, I could sell other stuff at other people's things. You know, like maybe join Barbarian or maybe join JB and do, you know, pop-up style stuff. The things you don't really want to auction off. And then when I do my auctions, have up to 2 other people with me. So we still keep it short and sweet and fast, but that way I'm not selling everything, by myself. So that way I'll have something to come back and sell the next week, and I can help out maybe a couple other people, offering them another outlet to, sell from. So that's my thinking. And what I'll do is throughout the month, if I sell something, I'll let you build a box. And then every time I do my auction at the end of the month, that will be when everything's due, and then I'll send out everything after the auction. So if you have a box, in other words, you can build it for the month, and then we settle up, during my auction. So that way I don't have any, holdovers from like 6 months ago where someone wanted to build a box. That way, they either pay and I ship it, or they don't, and it goes back in to sell later. And how I'm thinking about doing that is JB, I think, has actual physical boxes that various people's names are on that he puts stuff in. Well, I'm going to try and do the same thing, but I'm going to conserve space. So I have 100 of these. These are like comic dividers. So I'm going to put someone's name, like glitter and duct tape, for example. You'll have your own board, and I'll be able to keep a running total front and back. And I'll just put it in the long box with all your books. So I know everything behind the glitter and duct tape divider goes to glitter and duct tape until I hit the next divider. And that means, okay, well, that's a new person. So that way I don't have a bunch of boxes set up, taking up valuable space. And I can probably put, you can fit 250, if you push it, 300 books in a long box. So I'm thinking I could probably have 20 people in one long box, so I don't think I'll have to worry about space that much. And if I run out of, room on one of these, like I said, I got 100 of them. So I'm pretty sure I'll be good to go, because there's not 100 different sellers out there usually. Normally, if you have like 50 people in an auction, 20 of them are chatting and 10 to 15 are buying. So I think that's how I'm going to try and run it from now on, and we see how it goes, because I've been buying and buying. Now I'm ready. I can start selling. So let me see what the people say here. Okay, glitter and duct tape sounds good. Jack B, solid plan. Well, all right. Two Gun also says that sounds good. Well, that's the plan, man. We'll try it and see. So I'm going to put this box together and we will get her started. I already have, I accidentally sold stuff yesterday, I believe. Yeah, Thursday. JB helped me get an overlay done, which I'll actually show you. It's right here in the brand stuff. This is my overlay, if I can maneuver here. Bam! That's my overlay for when I sell. So JB helped me make it. See, it's got all my stuff at the bottom for paying me at Instagram. And it's got my letters all set up, ABCD, shipping rates, my logo. If I'm on someone else's auction, it's great. I love it. So I accidentally, thanks to him helping me do that, he took that to mean that I wanted to sell on his auction, the pop-up yesterday. And that's not what I meant, but he's like, hey, I thought you were going to sell. And I was like, okay. So thanks to that, I already have 2 dividers that I can set up in this long box when I put it together here for MLV and Yesy Lou Comics and Pops. So I think that's a good start, and it'll help me prove my concept, Let's see. Yes, JB is awesome. Did I fix the lighting for spot C? Man, I don't know. Hopefully. I mean, there's the light from the kitchen that you can, that's the kitchen's right there. There's just an open way. There's no door or anything. So there's light from the kitchen. There's light from the ceiling, and it's one bulb. I actually need to go out and buy it has a spot for 2 bulbs, and I need to go out and buy some LEDs. And then there's the huge window. But I also have a lamp now, which will help out a little bit. So maybe I figured it out. Maybe not. I have no idea. But I will definitely try it and experiment before just trying to sell, And hopefully we'll have a C spot soon. First things first, we need to put this sucker together. And I can't say enough positive things for the plastic long and short boxes, man. They're awesome. They are awesome. Relatively easy to put together. All right. And has these nice little plastic handles so you don't hurt yourself when you pick something up. It's great. The only problem is putting them together for the first time. And it's not even the box, it's just these handles. But they got to be this tight so they do their job well. There we go. So that's one handle in. Now we got to put in the other one and then do the lid, and this long box is good to go. And I will put in the link again in case anyone wants to hop in here. I realize, though, doing this on a Friday, probably not going to have that many people that would want to watch me just, be here. There's a lot of good shows on. So if you'd rather watch one of them, hey, I understand. I didn't even plan on doing this. I was like, well, I'll get all this stuff in today. Might as well. That was my thinking. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, hey, Flash Ray's here. What's going on, man? Okay. So that's one long box. Good to go. Now I need the lid for it. And my lids are right here. Which way is the inside? There's the inside. I think. Or no, here's the, okay. Had it backwards. There we go. Well, hey, Flash Ray, if you want to join me here while you're bagging and boarding, the link's right there in the chat. I don't have any bags and boards yet. I'm waiting on them to come in, but I'm lidding and boxing. And there is that lid. Yeah, that's what I mean when I do bagging and boarding too. That means literally just putting the backer boards in the bag. That way you don't have to later. And I usually do it, by the pack of hundreds. So I'll do a 100 pack, wait a while, do another 100 pack, and then I'll just fill up like a long box of them. All right, so that box is ready. Now I need to make it so that it's for, let's see, my first 2 people to be put on the divider is MLV Comics and Yesilu. So we're going to use the red Sharpie. He's sure he'll throw on some clothes and jump in. No, come on naked. No, don't do that. Okay. Anyway, let's see. MLV Comics will be the first one on the list. All right. All right, MLV Comics. I'm going to do it on both sides just in case he winds up doing a lot of business with me. So I know I got plenty of room for him. All right, so MLV Comics. MLV Comics. So let's see. This was $1 round of books and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now here's the question. Oh man. So here's the question. How should I do this? Like keep up with it. Should I do like hash marks? Just for every dollar amount, or just put the dollar amount per day or whatever? Or put, yeah, I think I'll just put the dollar amount, and during a sale, I'll probably do the old JB method of maybe doing like a sticky note or well, actually, if I'm doing the buy it now thing, I'll only do one round and then it'll go to another person because I'm usually not alone right there. So yeah, I'll just put the actual dollar amount. Oh, hey, John, what's going on? Hey, if you ain't got nothing to do, the link's in the chat, my man. I'm just taking care of some long boxes, moving crap around and setting things up. Let's see. So that was how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 5. All right. So yeah, I like that. So I don't think he'll mind me telling you that he bought 5 books at $1 each. I mean, if you were there, you saw it. So I don't think it would be bad to. But this is how I'm gonna do it. There's Flash Ray. Hey, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
Not much, man.
Is that gonna work? Yes, that's gonna work.
Yeah. So anyway, we got I'm gonna have it set up MLV, like the name of the person, and then so far $5, and then as they do other things, I'll add other amounts, and then I'll just cross it out once everything's paid for.
From what I see people do is they have literally an individual sticky note with the name and price on every book. And then
the only downside to that though is if I don't have boxes everywhere and like physical boxes everywhere, and I do my long box.
For like sorting, they also use what you're doing now, that tab, to have the books into each person's slot in a long box or something.
Well, the reason I'm doing it this way is if I did the sticky note, first off, you can't see that above the comic. So, you'd have to flip through. And what if you miss a sticky note? You might put books with someone that you didn't mean to. So I think this is a better way to separate that. Personally, that's just what I'm thinking.
A notebook is very handy for keeping track of all that stuff as well.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying if I want to just be able to take a long box out and flip through
and find all somebody's stuff.
Yeah, this would probably be a pretty good way of doing it.
Yeah. I've never sold books yet. I want to try it out because I'm starting to get a lot.
Yeah. Well, let's see here.
I have such anxiety to even like attempt to sell books, but I have some stuff that I assume people would want.
Well, you can ask. I mean, John's Comics with Kids is in the chat. He sort of felt the same way. He's not really a much of a seller per se, but I mean, he's sold books. He's done auctions.
Yeah, see, like I'm not really a seller, but I have duplicate books of some things, and then I have other like runs of stuff that I just acquired from a family. I don't know what the heck to do with.
Yeah.
Like I have literally a long box of like 80s indie comics that I have no knowledge, and there's like almost full runs of a lot of these books.
You have no knowledge, but there's a full run, dang it.
Like I got a full run of a book called Mr. X, which I guess was like a Vortex comic or something like that.
Vortex, never heard of them.
Yeah, see? 80s indies. They came and gone.
Yeah, man, you would not believe how many of them I have found in this 2800 that I got. There's so many 80s books that are like no-name publishers.
Oh, yeah. Like, I have another one called like Puma Blues, and it went for like 40-something books. And I have like almost all of the 40 books. I've never even heard of this stuff. But I did a little bit of research on that Mr. X one, and I guess they like redid it with Dark Horse later on, but I have the originals.
Ah.
Because my father-in-law, he always goes to the flea market. So I was like, hey, if you go to the flea market, keep an eye out for comic books. This was a few months ago. And one day he shows up and he's like, hey, I got you some comic books. You want to come to the truck? And he got me a long box and 2 short boxes full of books.
Cool.
And he paid like $100 for them, which is not bad. And there was some cool stuff in there. I got almost the full like Brightest Days run from Green Lantern or whatever. And then a bunch of other interesting books, but of course a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. And it's a lot of free time to go through and sort some of this stuff. Oh my goodness, I never knew.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but if you want to catch anything of value, if you want to make sure you sell things right, you got to look through every single book. Every book has to have, at least the cover past your eyes.
Right.
Okay, so I think I'm pretty much set up there.
Oh.
Yeah, I think this is going to look good. And I think it'll actually work good for me, at least, having it set up like that.
Now, here's a question. What do you do to fill the space in a box to keep the books from falling until you get more books in it?
Well, you can simply angle them correctly, and as long as you don't move the box, you should be fine. But, they make things for it, and you can also just use an old towel or T-shirt or put certain things in the, long ways.
Yeah, I thought there was like something proper you're supposed to absolutely use. That's why.
No, there's no secret proper way.
I put the little.
Let me put it this way: if there is, I haven't found it, or I haven't been told.
I put the little like Funko shipper boxes in between the books and stand them up like that, and it works pretty well.
Well, hey, if that works for you, do it, man. But yeah, let's see.
Are you reading?
Box? I've been doing for my personal collection. I have PC wrote on the box, and for everything that's for sale at some point, I wrote $signs on the box. So, what do you think I should write for what has been sold and is just waiting for people to pay? It has to be shipped.
Pending transactions, or
Well, yeah, I don't have to write a bunch of stuff out though. What symbol or couple initials should I do? Yeah, bubble wrap would work to fill up the space.
I just woke up on my nap, so I'm not fully aware. I'm smart enough to answer that. Symbol wise, shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Should you had said pending transactions, so would the PT?
Yeah, if you remember what that is, but PT stands for a lot of different things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I know what a dollar symbol means. I know what PC stands for because
That's right, pending.
That's still too much work. I want to be as lazy as possible. What about you, chat? What do you think I should put?
OP.
What's that? Operational performitude or what?
I forgot actually.
You forgot. Then we definitely don't need to use that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's the link again, just in case someone else would like to join. But yeah, man. What should I put? Oh, what about a dollar symbol? But instead of doing the 2 bars down the S, I do a diagonal one to show like it's not quite done.
Or a dollar symbol and a question mark.
Huh. That might do. But then again, I'm not really asking a question. Man, I didn't think this would be that hard. What?
See, it's not easy. All right, so it's not just me.
I also like to write it big on the box too. I got.
Oh yeah, mine aren't that flashy. Let's see.
I'm not seeing any help in the chat.
That's all my box says.
Man, what would be a good? I don't even know if will this write on that? Oh yeah. I think I'll just go with plain old black. Two Gun Pedro was like, just write 3 question marks.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. 3 question marks works.
Oh boy, man! I want it to be something I don't have to think about. Oh, dude, BLD for build. I'm building a box with these. Hey, that'll work. BLD. I like it.
That works for sure.
BLD.
Building a box.
Ah.
I gotta got some Lego sets to build this weekend.
Yeah, JB really likes those videos you do.
They're fun. So I actually have 3 I already have recorded, and I just have to finish filming like the this after display.
Yeah.
But this one will be in, I think, 2 weeks. I'll do this one out. But check this guy out.
Yeah, I see that. It's like a spaceship.
Oh, we got that guy with it.
I don't know who that is. I'm too far away.
It's a little Mysterio.
Oh, that's the oh, okay.
And then this is a Stark Industries jet.
Nice. What do you think? Just BLD?
Yeah, that works.
And on the other side,
$4.
BLD. I think it ought to work.
So yeah, whoever's watching this got a little preview of what's in store for one of my videos in 2 weeks. Because I didn't put out anything this week, just because I'm trying to catch up with some recording because I've been really busy with work. And I actually have an opportunity to do this week. And so, hey, I got like 3 Funko videos.
Oh, wow.
Already queued up, and then I have 3 Lego videos that I'm almost done with. Plus, I'll be starting other ones. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I do my Lego videos normally on Wednesdays, but I'm going to change that. I'm thinking to Tuesdays or Mondays.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. All right. So I have this long box over here. I tell you what I need. I need to put together a long box with just the higher dollar books, because I don't need those mixing in with stuff I'm going to sell for $1, lest I make a mistake and sell ASM 300 for like $2. That'd be a bad day.
Now, question: do you really have that many high dollar books that you need a long box for it, or could a short box suffice for that type of thing?
That question would only matter if I had a short box to use.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use a long box. And at some point, I hope to grow this as a business to where, yeah, I would have a long box full. But no, I don't have a long box full.
Right.
But what I mean is valuable, though, isn't, a $500 book. I mean, valuable is just something that I could sell for around $20 or more.
Right. Not dollar bin books, but a little bit higher budget.
So yeah, I might actually have a long box, of that kind of stuff. But so does every other guy in the community.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a few guys that can fill up 4 or 5 long boxes with stuff. Mario had 7. Reggie collects. Those guys, monsters.
Yeah, I don't think I have too much for high-end books, but I'm not doing it for value. I enjoy collecting. Well, I read about, I want to say 2/3 of what I pick up every week, and I pick up a lot every week. I'll say that. But a lot of the stuff I pick up, I enjoy the artwork, or it's hot books or whatever. But I enjoy collecting. So I enjoy picking it up, and then I get runs in the stories that I'm interested in, but I don't have the time. So I'll bulk read. Like, I think I have at least 10 consecutive issues of Justice League to catch up on. So I can literally just pick up 10 issues of Justice League and go for it.
Huh.
Because I like to, when I get into things, I get into them heavy, I guess you could say.
Well, I mean, of course, with me, I mean, I have my books that are like, that I are from my pull list that I read. But
So I still don't have a pull list at all. I go at opening on New Comic Book Day every week to my LCS, and he basically has everything I need because there is a line there every week. So there's a bunch of people I see there every week, and then if there's a really hot book, you could tell who's there just for one book or whatever.
well, yeah, well, what I was going to say is that, so aside from the books that I'm reading, you collect those by default,
Right.
whether you mean to or not. But as far as books that I'm actually like collecting, like what's in my PC, there's not that many. I mean, most people would be shocked if they saw how little I actually have in the PC, because I get a lot of enjoyment out of buying a book and selling it and giving you a deal, and making
Right.
me,
A little money, a little something. Yeah. This is my stack just from this week.
Good Lord. No wonder you don't collect for money or anything. You spend it all on new stuff.
Exactly. I have a budget of, I'm not even going to say my budget.
That's fine.
I have a weekly budget that me and my wife agreed upon, but that goes for like comics and toys or anything else I get, because I collect Funko Pops, comics, Hot Wheels, and some other random figures here and there, and plus Legos. So,
well, as far as my personal collection, I got the stuff I read from the pull list, but I only have like, well, here, I'll just show you. This is the most recent addition to the
personal.
PC.
Okay.
It's Savage Dragon versus the Savage Megaton Man #1.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually need to keep that out because I got to put it in the Mylar sleeve. I put all my slabs, whether I'm selling them or keeping them, in a Mylar sleeve.
Okay.
Just because. And then let's see, I also have,
like, all those Alex Ross covers, I've been collecting all those.
You've been collecting them? Yep.
And then all the X of sword stuff I've been grabbing because I'm a little behind. I'm at the Wolverine one, but yeah. And then
there's this one in the PC.
Nice.
So that's 2 books so far.
And then I'm reading stuff like this, like little indie runs, which have been really cool and good reads.
And this is my birthday book.
That's dope.
Yeah, V for Vendetta #1.
I need to find out what my birthday books are.
And then this is the book that made me a Wolverine fan, Wolverine 177.
No,
so these 1, 2, 3,
what's
4.
significant about that Wolverine book?
Yeah, these 5 books are my entire personal collection at the moment.
There you go.
That's it. What would you ask?
What's significant about that Wolverine book that made you a fan?
It's the first one that I really read, and it's just happens to be the part 1 of a story.
Okay.
It's a good story, good art. I like it. And it was really cool. And I knew of Wolverine from the cartoon and movies and all that, but
right.
This book is the one that did it for me.
See, that's really awesome.
So that was actually a gift from Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson as a raw book, and I sent it in, and I managed to get a 9.8 on it, and I was very happy.
That's awesome. I've never sent any books in before. I have a couple that I think I'd like to.
Well,
Like I
sent in way too many.
have something everybody else has, most likely, but a really nice copy of The Death of Superman.
Like slabbed or raw.
No, raw, that I'd like to send in.
You know, everybody does just about it have one of those.
Oh, I know.
It's still a very nice book. I would love to have one. I don't own one actually, but I'm me, so I mean, but I would actually like to have one in a 9.8, preferably signed by Dan Jurgens.
Right.
But yeah, I like that book. Great cover too.
My participating in the last Funko Pop community swap thing, the person who got me sent me a really nice copy of The Death of Superman, as well as the one in the poly bag, still in the poly bag and everything.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, William.
William Smallwood, hello, sir.
So here we go for the Mylar touch.
Oh, pretty.
Man, I ordered these a while ago, and I accidentally ordered resealable. I didn't realize these were resealable, and I love that. I am a huge fan of resealable for certain things. Comic book bags and boards and the CGC Mylars are two examples. I love the resealable.
Yeah, I have to. All my books are unsealed or anything, and I have to spend like a whole day and go buy a couple rolls of blue tape and just go through and seal everything.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate it, hate it, hate it. I am the guy that's like, okay, we're going to be not doing that anymore. How? And then I had to figure out a way how, and I found the resealable. They're not that much more expensive. And another trick I learned is I buy Silver Age.
Yep.
And everything goes in Silver Age, including modern stuff. I mean, you got a little extra room, but that's okay. If you're putting your books in a bag and board, you're not planning on moving them around a whole lot. I can't read that.
Regular silver.
Yeah, regular silver. Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't even understand why someone would buy the modern size and have Silver Age books. Now, if you don't do Silver Age or, the big thick books or annuals or anything like that, okay, fine. But if you do mess with that stuff, like most of us, why buy modern bags and Silver Age bags? Just buy silver and you're good.
Yeah.
Much simpler.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so that book is done. So now, let's see here. I think I'm going to start my this long box here as the one where I keep the stuff that is worth a little bit more than a couple bucks. And then I gotta search through a couple of these long boxes. I have got books that Eternals #1, for example.
Okay.
That book is in one of these long boxes, and I can't for the life of me remember which one. So I've really got to go through all these and get everything situated and figured out.
Oh, definitely. Imagine pulling that out for $1 round.
Yeah, hopefully I would notice before it gets set down, but I mean, you never know.
Right, because sometimes you're just in a rush to get books out or whatever the circumstance, you might not even be paying attention.
Yeah. So let's see. I also got to figure out what am I sending off for like CGC's private signing or anything. I know Keith Giffen is going to be there, and I have this Omega Men 3, so I might have Keith
Oh, that's
Giffen
cool.
sign this.
That'd be really cool.
Maybe. I don't know. I still got to do more thinking on it, but that's going to go in the box.
Man,
Sadly, I'm way too late for
Fun.
George Perez and Marv Wolfman. Otherwise, they would be great for this one, versus Deathstroke. That'd be a good one to have them sign.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, but they've already done their signing, or at least George has. I don't think they've had Marv Wolfman. Or if they have, he's already done.
I have
And then, of course, Todd McFarlane and all those guys have already done their signing, so I can't get this one signed.
Woo.
But
That's a nice book.
yeah, I'm still probably going to send it in though. But I definitely need to press clean that one. And then John Romita Jr. is doing a signing. I could send this in time for his, but should I? See, here's the question. Should I get this book signed? Because he did work on it on the interior, but that's not him on the, he didn't work on the cover. And this is Black Panther #2, first appearance of Shuri.
Ooh.
Yeah, high grade. So would you think, and I'm asking anyone in the chat too, would you think it'd be better in the long run to get it signed and constrict how many people want to buy it, but get to up the price? Or should I keep it?
I don't think it'll up the price significantly enough to make it worth it. For the interior artist, even though the interior art is what you see the most, people always go for cover art or writers.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know.
Yeah, it's a difficult.
It's a 9.6, possibly a 9.8. So that's what you call straight cash. So it's going to be well worth it by itself. So I'm kind of torn.
Yeah.
Just because you can get something signed doesn't mean you should.
You have to, yes.
And then everyone who can sign this book is dead, pretty much anyway. So, but it's still a nice book.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's FF75.
Is that like the floating heads I always hear about?
It's one of them. Yeah. I just love how it's like 3 colors: yellow, red, and black. Although Silver Surfer is white, but against the yellow, you really can't tell too much.
Right.
And then, of course, there's the Mighty Thor 339 that I have here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, maybe. I need to look this up real quick while I have the internet pulled up. Yeah, Tugon agrees with you. Yeah, I'm probably for that particular book and that particular guy. Yeah, I probably won't get it done. But let's see.
Now, if it was his cover art, it would be a whole different scenario, in my opinion.
I don't know if I would share that opinion, but it would definitely change it in some way. Okay, so I'm on Go Collect because it's easier to look up stuff here than it is GPA. So Thor 339. Okay. So it looks like it's got some value to it. I am seeing here Well, I got to sign in to get any more breakdown, but it's got an FMV of $80 and a 9.8.
It's not bad.
Yeah, but I don't think it'd be worth it to spend, $70, $80 to get it signed and then graded.
Right. It wouldn't be worth the investment. You wouldn't get back what you paid, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
It would be only worth it for a personal collection. If you were a big fan of that particular guy.
This one, however, I think would be worth it to get signed. 338. This one, yeah, probably be all right to get that one signed and slabbed, and it's fairly high grade too. Let me see. I'm going back to Go Collect to check this one out.
Now, what is that book?
It's Thor 338.
I mean, like, what's the significance of it?
Oh, well, give me a second. No, I'll tell you. I just know it's significant by the cover.
No worries.
I think it's the second appearance of Beta Ray Bill.
Gotcha.
And it is $110 and a 9.8.
Okay.
And $70 and a 9.6. So the way I look at it is, let's say it's a 9.6.
Okay.
I get it signed, I can charge 9.8 price. If it's a 9.4 but it's signed, my rule of thumb is I could probably get the 9.6 price.
Makes sense. Bump it up a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this one might be worth it to get signed. So this one, I think we not signed.
Now, this is probably a dumb question. How do you clean a book? How does that work?
Well, I don't clean my own books at the moment, but I did recently buy some material to try and learn how. But basically, all you do is you take like rubber eraser type stuff, and you just erase away dirt and pencil and all that stuff. But you just got to be careful not to erase away any of the book itself or the color or anything. Mm-hmm. And there's a few other things that you can do, but yeah, that's how you clean a book. It's dry cleaning. In other words, you're not
Gotcha.
doing anything invasive.
Okay.
So that's what they mean by that. Now, this book, I don't know if I should grade it or not. I actually don't know much of anything about these, in all honesty. I just know that these are high grade, and that according to Go Collect and other places, they're worth money. This is Akira #2.
Is that like,
you're looking at me like I don't even know what that is, man.
Is that the anime?
Yeah, I think it's the anime.
That was a good one. I remember that.
Yeah, so that is. Let me look this one up. Akira. Whoops, not Akira 0. Akira #2. Okay, so Akira #2 actually doesn't have enough sales on it to list an FMV. And I'm not signed in on this computer, so I can't actually tell you what the value is for this book. But in addition to #2, I also picked up #1. This
I read
one,
the whole thick book of that. The trade, I guess you can say.
say what?
I read the trade of that.
Oh, okay.
When I was a lot younger.
Yeah, this one, however, yeah, okay. It does tell you FMVs, And this book right here is very high grade. If it doesn't get a 9.8, it would probably get a 9.6. A 9.6 is $170.
Woo!
A 9.8 is $525.
That's awesome.
So obviously, I hope for the 9.8.
Oh, absolutely.
But this one, I don't know of anyone that would, to sign it. I don't even think I'd want to get it signed. But I definitely need to get someone that knows what they're doing to press and clean it. Make sure if there's any sort of anything at all, they get it out and then get this thing graded, made all nice and pretty.
If I
A slab with hopefully the 9.8 in the corner.
if I remember correctly, Burke's dude has, or Steve at Burke Family has a reliable pressure.
Yeah, I'm not using him. Guy I normally use is Erod.
Mm-hmm.
And there's other people too. I haven't got my book back yet from the Geek Aficionado, but he does that. And then there's Strictly Comics, but I haven't ever tried him yet. So now the question is, what the heck did I do with my Eternals #1 and the book I got with it? Oh well, I have to figure that out later. Tell you, while I'm right here though, I'm going to continue with these CGC slabs and replace the crappy bags here with the Mylar on all of them. So I think I'll just make me a nice stack of books. You a Turtles fan?
Like Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, Ninja Turtles.
A little bit. I don't have any books or anything, but I like them.
Well, this wouldn't interest you, would it? Savage Dragon versus the Ninja Turtles?
Not on my list, but that's pretty cool. I didn't know that existed.
I didn't either till I saw this. I'm not much of a Turtles fan. I just happened to have that book come into my possession. I was like, well, hey, there's Turtles fans, there's Savage Dragon fans. I'll slab it, see what happens.
Right, that's pretty cool. I have some Ninja Turtles cards on my wall back here, like right there. Can't really see it with that camera though.
Oh, okay. I see why this got a 9.6 now. Okay. Huh.
I only have one slab, and it's a 9.4 that I won from Steve at Burke Family Farm.
You only have one slab?
Yep.
Wow.
And I won it.
Is that restraint or you don't care? Or what reason is that you only have one?
So I'm still newer to collecting, and I'm still learning about it and whatnot. I would like a couple different things. Like I said, I don't know if anything I have is like slab worthy, I guess you can say.
Well, I mean, that's an easy question to answer. Is
What do I care about? Yeah.
do you care to sell any of it, or is it stuff that that's just yours that you like?
So I have like 3 books that I do want to get slabbed. One of them I have in my closet right now. It's one of those hip hop variant covers.
Oh, do you want it to keep or doing it to sell it?
No, I'm doing it to keep. I actually, when I found this book even existed, it's not one of the hot ones or anything, but it's like something that means something to me because my favorite rapper is Tech 9, and it's a homage cover or whatever to one of his old school albums or older albums. It's for like a character I have no knowledge about at all. This was strictly like a cover by.
I can't even tell what that. Who is that?
It is Prowler #1.
Oh, Prowler #1.
Yeah, like I said, I have no knowledge of the character at all. This was strictly a cover by, but it's something that meant something to me.
Well, I mean, I know about the character, but I didn't I didn't think anyone would actually care to buy a series of him. So okay.
Like I said, it's not about the series. I bought it for the cover.
Yeah.
Because I've actually met this musician. I have albums signed by him and whatnot. So it was just so cool.
Two Gun Pedro says all his slabs are for the PC.
Yep, there you go.
Well, if you want something slabbed, or if you don't necessarily want something slabbed, but you want to know if you should slab it, I guess the question would be, how much does it mean to you? Like, if I came and put a knife through it, would that be the same as if I put a knife through your heart, or would you be like, man, that sucks, and give me a few hits across the lip, and then go about your day?
Right.
I mean, if it's really important to you that it does not get damaged in any way, then yeah, I'd think about maybe slabbing it.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously we all want our books to be nice and pure and not have any damage to them. But
crispy clean.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if it hurts your heart to even think about it maybe being damaged, well, that would be an example of something you might want to think about slapping. Now, I do it because it makes it easier to sell something. And there's a few things, for the PC that I would prefer slab, just because, it's better protection. Once I've read it, I'm good. I don't go back and flip through very often. And if I did want to,
it's a reader copy.
There's digital, which I hate. And then there's also, you could have another copy or read a facsimile or something.
I read the Iron Man facsimile, The Tales of Suspense, that recently came out, because I never read the original.
Yeah. I'm actually bagging up a facsimile right now. This is the first appearance of Robin. Detective Comics 38. Facsimile, obviously.
Wow. Really cool.
This wasn't supposed to get slabbed. I sent it in to hit the amount of books I needed, but it has a chip out on the corner. So I didn't think it'd get slabbed as a 9.8, but lo and behold, here it is in front of us. And a 9.8. So, hey, go figure. Say something. It's too quiet.
I was setting something up really quick. Let's see. What are you reading? Anything modern right now?
Well, I'm reading Strange Academy, Batman, and Wolverine.
Okay,
Now I haven't been to the store, so I'm a little bit behind.
gotcha.
But I'm going probably this coming Wednesday. I'll probably be going.
Yeah, like I said, I go every Wednesday, like religiously.
Yeah,
Usually,
I just can't feasibly do that just with where I live versus the shop.
no, it's very convenient for me. So I usually go on my lunch break at work, actually.
Oh, so you live like next door?
Yeah. So it's literally like a 10-minute drive from my job to get to the shop. And the interesting thing is, like, the shop I go to, they've been there for as old as I am, basically 32 years.
Don't you go to the same shop as JB?
Yep, Flying Colors in Concord. The owner there, his name is Joe Field. He's the founder of Free Comic Book Day.
Oh, that's cool.
Really nice guy. Oh, I got a guest. Hi. My cat wanted to be on the screen.
I hate cats.
I have 3 cats and a dog.
That's if you were to ask me, that'd be 3 cats too many.
That's all right. Oh, they're all boarding me because I have beef jerky. 2 out of the 3 cats are watching me, and so is the dog.
Well, they want to keep an eye on you.
Oh, they want my jerky.
Oh, you're eating jerky.
Yeah.
Looks like that one's about to pounce. Now, this is an interesting book. I'm gonna have to look up, price on it and everything. But there's only like one sale, and that one sale was like $160. So I don't know if that's guy paid too much, too little, or if that's the actual price. But this is Savage Dragon #2, but it's a newsstand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's actually going to bring me, the 160 that the other guy got, or if I'm going to just, kind of get screwed, or if I'll make even more in the sale than that. I have no idea.
Well, how much did you get it for?
I bought the book for like I don't know, 75 cents.
Oh, then regardless, you're making money.
Well, no, because it costs money to slab. So I probably got, and then you got to figure shipping. I probably got $30 into the book. So hopefully it's worth at least $30 to somebody after any and all taxes and fees are said and done. But I'd like to get, if I could get 100, I'd be happy.
Right. Absolutely.
If it's actually worth the 160, well, obviously I'm gonna try and get that. And if it's worth less, well, I'm not one of these guys that sells at my price. I look at what the book is currently going for in the market, and that's what I base my price I sell off of.
Right.
I mean, I also keep in mind, obviously, what I paid for it, but it doesn't matter what I paid for the book if it's selling for 20 and I bought it, for $22. I'm not going to try and sell it for $30. I'm going to sell it for $20.
Right.
And they'll just try and make up that $2 somewhere else.
And even out. Because at least you're selling the book.
Yeah, cash in, even if it's, at a loss, it's still cash in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do try to make a profit or at least break even, but after so long a time, I just get rid of the book to get, have cash from it. Because the longer a book stays with me, it's not making me money.
Right. Little term at my room, if it's in the back room, it doesn't sell.
Yeah.
From my work, at least.
So I'm just got to figure out, what the price point actually is for this book, and then sell it accordingly to that price, whatever it may be. Now, obviously, if I think I could wait and then the value increase on it, well, I would rather wait and have the increase rather than selling it at a loss. But if I don't think that'll happen, I'd just rather take the loss and move on.
Right.
Like, for example, this book right here will probably be a break even, maybe even loss. It was hot at one point, but with how long it's taken me to get the book back and everything else, I don't think I'm going to be able to sell it for very much. And that's this art germ of Batman 92.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have to I'm going to have to just find out. But if I make any profit off of this book, I'm going to say that's amazing.
Right. How much have you had in vet? So I'm assuming you bought that at cover price.
Yeah, I bought it, at the store at cover price, and then, I put it in. Had to get it slabbed, and then there's the shipping involved.
Right.
And hey, we got Southern Comic Geek. I see you too, Gun. What's going on, man? We're just talking and hanging out while I bagging board stuff and everything. But anyway, to answer your question, I probably have maybe $35 in this book.
Okay.
Maybe 37 and a half, 38 if you want to push it. But I don't see, the trouble is I don't know if I can get $40 out of it. And if I do get $40 out of it, it'll probably be after subtracting from that 40, fees and
right.
So I'm probably going to have to take an L on it, but I don't know yet, and I'll wait and see.
I actually bought recently a Villainous #1 that's limited to 200. That's a homage cover to that book.
Oh, okay.
Or to that book and cover too.
That's cool. But yeah, I mean, it's still a good looking cover. I mean,
oh yeah, it's a beautiful cover.
So that will help me sell it if all else fails. It's still pretty.
Now, I can't remember, was that just pretty much a cover by book, or was there a key in that one?
No, there's no key. It's just a cover, and everyone at the time was going so crazy for Punchline. I was like, hey, that's the Art Germ cover. I better get it, and hopefully I'll make some money on it. And, that's one of those things where you buy it and you're hoping to flip it at some point or make you money on it, and then, it kind of busts. So there's your tip, kids. Make sure you're paying cover price or current cover price or less.
Right.
For a book. That way, if you fail,
You're
You're
not.
not out a whole lot. Oh, I'm out a little extra because I went and got a slab, but still not the end of the world. And I'll get something out of it, so it won't be it'll be a loss, but not like a zero loss.
Right. No, that's not going to be like a $100, $200 loss on a product.
Yeah. But for every one of those, I have, one or two of these. Wolverine 10 and a 9.8. This book sells for a little over $100. So that one will be very good. Exactly. Everyone that was specking hard on Thor and Venom are finding out about that too. Yeah. That's why, man, everyone keeps going crazy over this Null guy. And I'm like, okay, I don't read Venom. So I don't know all that much about him other than what I've heard. And I don't know if that book is well worth it or not. Because once Donnie's done, who else is going to take up Null? Will he be a major player in the future or not? I don't know. But I don't like spending, $300 on a book that's, not even 3 years old. So if I miss out, I miss out. But I'd rather take a risk on something like this at cover price and it fail than, take a risk on something like Venom 3, pay a few $100s, and then it fail. So, hey, I dropped the link if anyone wants to join us here. We're just shooting the breeze.
Oh, yeah. New people in the chat. What up, guys? What up?
Oh, and Ultra Maximus. Let me highlight him. I didn't even see you come in there. Yeah. I like that logo, man. It reminds me of the
Autobots.
No. Yeah, it does, but it reminds me of the Max Pro Supplies. They do an M kind of like that. But yeah, he said that's a long-term hold on that one. Yeah, it may have to be, but it depends because I bought this for close to the same price, which would be cover. Now, obviously, I didn't buy this in 1989, so I didn't pay the $1.50 cover. I probably paid normal cover price for it and then got it slabbed. So if I were to sell this one at its current value, it would take care of the loss on the Batman 92.
There you go.
So you just you got to try and make sure you have more of these, the Wolverine 10s, than you do with the Batman 92s. And
Oh,
probably be okay.
In my mind for some reason. So what is this debate you're doing with JB about Wolverine and something else?
Oh, that's the knockout. It's just a game show kind of thing where Matt has us on and we have to debate which character would win in a fight.
My personal opinion is I think Wolverine would beat Captain America.
Yeah. I didn't get to argue that. I was arguing Captain America. All right. So that's all my books now are in the Mylar. I love it. They're oh so pretty. So, by the way, that reminds me, I have some books I don't think I've really shown on any show or anything that I picked up.
Oh, and another question. I haven't heard you shout out your 40/40 box. Are you out of those right now?
Oh, no, I've still got plenty. This is just a laid-back chat. I wouldn't, I'll shout them out. Hey, I got 40/40 boxes. One. And I do have my info in the description, but, this is mainly just to me
hanging out. Yeah.
Around. But
no, even on the auction the other day, I didn't hear you mention them.
Oh, I did.
Remember, I lurk around. I have like 6 channels open right now.
Good Lord. But pick this up. This is
No, I only have 3. Excuse me.
this is Spider-Man Wolverine 1. It's CBCS 9.2, but if you notice, that is a yellow label. It is signed. Who is it signed by? John Romita Sr. This book was given to me in an AOK, so all I have into it is the cost of grading and signature verification. Very nice.
And that's him that did the cover that time, though, right?
No, that's John Romita Jr.
Oh.
That's John Romita Sr. signed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then I also picked up, this was an AOK, Wolverine #1, the Del Auto variant, signed by the writer Benjamin Percy.
Oh, that's really cool, too.
Yeah, and it's a yellow label. It got a 9.8, though.
What's your thought on the Wolverine banana cover?
I don't like it, mainly just because of too much yellow. So, yeah, I wanted to take it easy on Bishop when I went from X-Men Gold to an individual. Now I'm stuck with Bishop going up against Yeah, I know. But that's not the crazy thing, is that the other bracket on the other side is now Wolverine versus freaking Darkseid. So it's pretty obvious it'll be Thor versus Darkseid in the end. And then the last one that I have here that I haven't ever shown anybody is this. And by the way, none of these books have been pressed or cleaned that I showed in the yellow label, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think any of them were 9/8, but they were still high grade.
Yeah. What I'm saying is they may very well be if you press and clean them.
Right.
Yeah. So this is Batman and Robin Adventures #1, signed by Paul Dini.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then of course there's other people that like that Wolverine cover. Example A. Hey, more power to him. It's Wolverine, so I mean it's freaking awesome. Just there, right there, you know.
I'm still kicking myself because he did another one that I had the opportunity to buy, but it was for Star Wars 7, and it was
that orange one.
The orange Luke. Yeah,
Dude, that thing is going a little crazy right now.
Yeah, don't remind me. I'm still kicking myself. I had the opportunity to buy.
Hey, Flash Red.
Oh,
Hey, Flash Red.
what's up?
You know how crazy the price of that orange J Scott? Oh, sweet.
Last time I checked, it was like $150, $200 for it on eBay.
Yeah, how much would you have been able to get it for had you jumped on it?
$25.
What? Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with myself either.
And like I literally, my buddy sent me the link. I was at work, so I was like, yeah, oh, this is really cool. You know, I'll pick it up when I get off. Stupid me. He texted me 30 minutes later. Hey, did you grab that book? Because I did it, and I'm hating myself because it's going for this much right now. And I was like, well, shit. I was going to buy it after work, but damn it.
Show off. He has the Spider-Woman and the Rogue negative variant, too.
Yeah, so I missed out on that one. And I'm a big Star Wars fan, and Luke and Vader are my favorite, too, obviously.
Man, you really should be kicking yourself in.
Yeah.
Hey, look on the bright side. If you really, really want it, you can always buy one. You may not get the price you want, but you can buy one.
Oh, that's very true. And that's like not happening. It's just a cover. Now, if I could have got it at cover price, I would have bought it. But it's not going to break my heart not having it.
Right. So I just discovered another problem I have. That right there fills up my CGC box. So I need another CGC box.
Oh, man.
Well, I take that back. I have room in my other CGC box, but I have it labeled just for the PC, so I don't want to put anything else in it. And then I have my magazine box, which the CGC will fit in, but it's a bit shorter, so the top actually won't close on them if I put in the CGC books, though.
Problems. North.
I'm going to be in Alabama next week. I'm going by that shop to talk about my CGC. Oh boy! Well, hey, let me know whereabouts. I might run into you then. Yeah. You're right. Just wait a little bit, and if you want it, it'll probably be at a decent price.
For sure. I'm not getting it like at $200 or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll show this off since it's just sitting right here in front of me. But I sold I had the Batman Adventures, and I sold 1 through 20, obviously minus number,
12 or whatever.
Or number 12. You bought it?
No.
Oh.
But I've seen you sell that lot.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. So anyway, and I actually did pretty good on it. Lo and behold, in this collection, I have Batman Adventures number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5. Say it with me. 6.
Oh, man. We're going up.
7.
Another one.
This is 9.
Oh, skipping.
I think I'm missing. I think I have 8, but I don't know what box it's in. Like I said, I got to go through these boxes, but let's assume I have 8. Okay.
All right. We got 8 and 9. We're up to 10.
10. 11. Obviously, I'm not going to pull out 12, so that one's a given.
Know that, but we know now.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty much a given on that one. So missing 12, then there's 13.
Now, 12 is the first appearance of Harley Quinn, right?
Yes, super expensive. Now I come up and I'm missing a few. So I go from 13 to 15. Then from 15 to 17. 18. And 19. And that's the last book. So that's still a pretty nice Batman Adventures run there.
Oh, yeah.
But doesn't quite.
I've been collecting the newer one, the Batman Adventures Continue.
Oh, yeah, I got a number 1 of that.
I have 1 through 5.
Walmart number 1.
I have 1 through 5 for that one that I pick up at the shop.
Yeah.
I believe that was a digital release first, right?
I wouldn't know. I don't do digital.
I don't either often. I do sometimes.
Well, the only reason I don't is because it hurts my eyes.
Right.
But so I got all this trash now from those CGC bags. Now you would think, with the money they charge and everything else, that CGC would have better bags than these things.
No, they want to maximize their profit, and then
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it would be nice.
they would, or at least give you the option to be like, hey, you want to pay an extra $1? We'll put it in a Mylar for you.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or at least put it in a nice and tight bag, like CVCS did when they sent out their original ones. Although now that they have the new case, they went to the crappier bags as well. So, go figure. Danged if you do, danged if you don't, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, this stack that I'm getting now just makes me angry. Because it's a load of rejects from a pre-screen. And, at least 8 to 10 of these I disagree with. So usually what I do is, if I can, I'll send in like 2 copies of something in the hopes that I get one of them in a 9.8.
Right.
So I sent in 2 copies of Savage Dragon number 3. And both copies got rejected. Insane.
No.
One thing CGC does that really burns me up is these are resealable bags. Instead of doing that, they cut them open. Which means they're useless now, and they can slide around a lot easier. So if there's damage on one of these, it may be because they cut the dang bag open. Makes me angry. It's like, can they not comprehend the resealable bag? I mean, really. And then this one I knew wouldn't get graded in a 9.8. It had a chance, but I knew it probably wouldn't. So Web of Spider-Man Annual number 9. Still pretty cool book. It had a card with it. And it's not really worth anything. This one is kind of cool though. This is Wolverine number 6, right here. Great Rough House and Bloodsport cover. Now this one, I don't even see a single spine tick. The corners look sharp to me. I mean, unless there's something on the back, I'm pretty sure this one should have got, graded in 9.8. And it's Wolverine 33. Great looking cover. Although the sticker that's their barcode sticker, so that's why that's there.
No, when you're getting it pre-screened, do they say what it would be or could be?
No, they don't. They do not. So you're left up with just guessing.
That's even worse. Because they're basically screening it if it's a 9.8 or not. Okay.
And then this one I thought would be getting a 9.8. Apparently I was wrong. So Web of Spider-Man 107. Cool looking cover, but it's not really valuable. And then here's the thing that really makes me mad is I sent in, I just told you I try to send in 2 when I can in hopes that one of them gets it. Yeah. I sent in 3 copies of this book and not a single one hit 9.8. Makes me mad because there's at least one of them that should be a dead ringer for a 9.8. And that was Savage Dragon number 1. I sent in 3 copies.
Oh, yeah.
And then I showed you the graded copy. Again, I sent in 2. There's the other newsstand Savage Dragon #2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's probably like a 9.4, 9.6.
Well, actually, some of these could be a 9.8, and I just got a guy that had his, was mad that day.
Okay.
You never know.
Right.
This one, I can see now that it should probably get a press, and then it will be 9.8. So I may actually do that with this one. I don't know. But here's another copy of Spawn 1.
Very nice.
How much I want for the Wolverine 33. Ask me that on IG, and sometime tomorrow I'll let you know. Let's see. They don't tell you nothing. You got that right. I've sent a few books pre-screen, and what I neglected to do, and most of the time, if there's no obvious defect on the covers, turns out to be inside pages. Yeah, most of the time I do check that because that's a fault of a lot of people. Like you said, you took the words right out of my mouth. Most people don't check their books. They just look at it while in the bag and board, be like, yeah, that's a 9.8, and send it in, but yet they don't know the whole back's got a water stain on it, So if you send a book in and you're expecting a certain grade, you need to make sure you've looked at the front of the book, the back of the book, and flip through the interior. Now, this one, I was hoping might sneak by with a 9.8, but it's got some dirt on it, so I understand why this one didn't get it. But if you get it cleaned and pressed, you'll probably get a 9.8. Worst case scenario, 9.6, and it's another copy of Spawn #9. First Angela. And then, of course, I sent in 2 different copies, and both of them came back, of Wolverine #4. This is the first appearance of Bloodsport and Roughhouse. Really cool Wolverine book with first appearance in there. Roughhouse, I don't know about Bloodsport, but I know Roughhouse has been used multiple times. And, of course, like I said, I put in 2 copies of that. Both got rejected, which sucks balls.
Boo.
Yeah. And then the last book here, this is a cool book. There's a blunted corners right here, a little bit of blunting. So that's probably why I didn't get a 9.8. Definitely it would be a 9.6. But it's a really cool book because everyone knows Wolverine #8. It's the great cover with him and the Gray Hulk in suits,
Okay.
against each other. But this is the issue before it where the story starts. #7. And the Gray Hulk is on this cover as well. They're getting surrounded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's a good book too. And let's see. Cantankerous says, yeah, even if you didn't pre-screen, they don't do much of graders notes either, so you're still guessing what. Yeah, I know. That's the only downside. So if you want to hear something crazy, I have another pre-screen that is there right now, waiting to be scheduled for grading. Right now it's just received. It's 41 books in a pre-screen.
Oh, my goodness.
So who knows how many will get rejected of that? I'll just have to find out.
You got any spoilers of what some of those books are?
I can't remember. I know I sent off a bunch of Strange Academy 1s, different printings. And I know I sent off some of the current Wolverine series just because I would like that whole series as it comes out. I want to get them in a 9.8, the whole run, however long it is. And then I sent off my Strange Academy stuff. And then there's some other things that have some value. There's a bunch of variants I got in Spider-Man booth that I put in there because I paid, what, $5, $6, $7 for it, and then grading. So it still probably be good, even if I sell it for like $50.
Right.
So yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff. There's 41 books, man. I don't remember. I just know the gist of what all's in there. Now, what's cool is the other stuff I have at CGC that I'm waiting on, such as the Amazing Spider-Man Annual 16, the first Monica Rambeau. I got a Wolverine 1. I got a, let's see, I'm trying to think. I have, crap, what is that book? I can't remember it. Dude, I got another book that's cool. Me, at least.
Right.
It may be, I don't know. All I know is it's actually a really good read. And that and the fact that the number one's worth a little money is my main reason why I have it, that I'm sending it off. I have at least 2 copies of every printing, first, second, third, and fourth. I got 2 copies. One of my second print number ones got signed by Scotty Young. The other one is at CGC in that big pre-screen that I did. Both of the number 3s and both of the fourth print, if I'm not mistaken, are at CGC. Wait, no, I take that back. The 2 fourth prints I didn't get in time to send. They're here, but I do have the 2 third prints going to CGC.
Yeah, they're picking the hell out of that book.
And I have 2 number 1s that are first print Walmart editions that are getting pressed right now. And some point they'll get sent to CGC whenever they're getting done pressing. So, yeah.
Thinking about all 3 and like maybe a second print or a variant, but that's about it.
Dang. That's like $4,000 in books with just those 3.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, I got some good news, Southern. I was looking in the forums of CBCS, and what they said was, this was like a week ago, all books that are impressing in-house at that time, which would be our books from the convention, they said all of them will be through pressing and integrating by the end of December, which means February or March, hopefully we should be getting our books in the mail.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what that should mean anyway. See, me and Southern were told it'll be like an 8 month to 10-month wait on pressing.
Wow.
So we were expecting our books to come back like this time next year. So we were like, but there was no other option there. So that's what we use. So it's actually really good news that they're actually going to be done before.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, that is longer than CGC. But now, hopefully, they're getting better at it because of what what I just said. But yeah, man, they're pressing. They only have 3 guys. Look at my face. 3 guys. They only have 3 guys that are in the pressing office, as far as I know, from what I heard on the forums. So, yeah, they got behind real quick. Yeah.
You would think, as somewhat large of a business that is, you'd have more than 3 guys doing it.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah, Containers, I'm to the point now where I'm gonna at some point, hopefully this year, maybe buy one of the presses and try and learn and do it myself because it's just so much more cost effective.
I was also about to say there's also like the point where you have to like know what you're doing to press. So, and not too many people out there are going to be like, I want to be a professional comic book presser. You know, very hard to fill those roles, I'm assuming.
Well, all I know is I'm okay with the price. Paying $10 if it's new or $15 if it's an old book to get it pressed. I'm okay with the price. But the length of time that it adds on before your book is even sent to the grading service, not even counting how long it takes to get graded, but just how long to be sent. That's what drives me crazy. I'm at some point I'll be doing it myself, and that way I can press, clean, and then just send them straight there by myself, and it take a few days rather than waiting 5 weeks or more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this long box is good to go. So it's time to put it over here.
I actually think I got to take off. My wife's about to be home, and she has some stuff I got to help her with.
That's all right.
Thanks for having me on. It's been fun, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
And then, Big Will, he's got the 40/40 boxes. Hit him up. Thank you, dude.
Okay. So now, oh, good Lord, you got a big shot of my gut there. Enjoy. Okay, so that is gonna go there. Yeah, that'll be all right. Now, the question is, what symbol to use on these? I think I'll do a $sign with a king symbol, so I'll know that's the one that's expensive book. Yeah. He says he's doing fine, though, so I reckon he'll be all right. I'm going to go with green. Okay. So for this, I'll do the $ symbol. But we're going to add like a little crown because it's the bigger books. I have, I think, 5 left. He's the coach of the University of Alabama football team. Actually, that would be Saban. Okay. Man, this S right here is goofy. I did that the wrong way. But anyway, yeah, I'm going with that. It's like a dollar symbol with like a little crown on it. So I'll know these are the books that have, more value than, they're not dollar books. Also need to make it right here. All right. There's that. I don't have any Thor or Venom. Well, I take that back. I have the Thor 338 and 339. So that's pretty much it. As far as spec, man, most of the stuff that my philosophy on spec, for the most part, is buy things that are at least 5 years old, that they're holding value, and that you think are going to go up. If I'm on a spec, but for the most part, I try to just buy something at a deal to where I know if I sell it, I'll be able to make money. Even if it's, not much. Like a perfect example, Comics had an auction, and he threw up a New Mutants 87 plus 2 or 3 books that he added on just because. And he started the bidding off at $100. And the book, he said, was high grade. Like if you get it pressed clean, 9.4, 9.6, maybe even a 9.8. So my response was a $100 bid. And at the time, I thought someone was going to outbid me and I'd have to fold, but nobody did. So if you know that book, you know that even like a 9092, it sells for $100, and obviously that's slabbed. So I got extra books with it. I mean, and it's going to be higher grade than that. Dude, I stole the thing. Apparently no one else cared about it. But I mean, so that's what I try to do more than spec, is just buy a book I know is good at a decent deal. That's what I try to do. But I mean, that's just me. Oh, you mean new books? Well, I mean, other than The Strange Academy, because it's a really good story, not really. I don't really do anything like brand new books. Well, if I did that strategy, I would fail, because I'm not really good at figuring out what's going to be hot, and then 2 weeks later it not be. I'm a little bit slower than that, so I tend to do the other route. But if you're good at it, more power to you. But yeah, I'm more of the buy something that I know is good at a good price and then resell it, and have a good spread to make a profit. That's my philosophy. I don't do the Wednesday book thing. I mean, and like I said, the only reason I did the Strange Academy was because it was a good story, and I happened to have added it to my pull list, and then lo and behold, people really liked it, and they started, buying the book up. So I was planning on keeping my issue number 2, and just keeping it because I got it and I read it, and that's it. But because of the prices, it's in that 41 book order. I'm going to get that thing taken care of. And when it comes back, I'll be able to sell it for, 10 times the cover price that I paid. But yeah, no, I don't go in on a Wednesday with that strategy. I would fail miserably at that, and that's way too much money up front to me that you have no idea if it's going to work out. Yeah. Well, there's 7 of you in here, but I'm by myself. Well, I mean, you guys are here, but as far as on video, I'm by myself. I'm pretty much to the point where there's not much else I can do. I know I got to go tomorrow and pick up the books that didn't get delivered. So I got 3 more of the long boxes left, which I'll take care of some other time. And then, oops, how did that happen? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess I will read this comment and then. See, I was going to pre-order like 10 copies, but I had some other stuff in life going on and didn't do comics around that time. Big mistake, because I had that book on my list. Wait, so you must just recently be into comics then, man, because that book came out like February or March, something like that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see y'all later, and stay safe. And if you want to know anything about my 40/40 boxes, I have a playlist on my channel for that. And of course, if you need to contact me or anything, my email's in the description below, as well as if you buy something from me. I'm trying to put in all my videos now. It'll only be in the recent ones, but I'm putting all the, the PayPal, the CashApp, Instagram, all that stuff in there. So see you guys later.